So here we're going to solve the equation by solving for x. We have a negative 2x divided by 3 plus 5 is equal to 7 over 3. So normally when we work problems like this, we have to find our LCD. But because our denominators are the same, there's no need. We know that 3 is going to be the least common denominator of 3. So we're going to multiply 3 by each term in our equation. Okay, so we have 3 over 1 multiplied by a negative 2x divided by 3 plus 3 over 1. And we're going to multiply that by 5 also. We have to multiply our LCD by each term in our equation. And we have 3 over 1 multiplied by 7 over 3. And we're going to make this 5. We're going to make that into a fraction as well. So now all we have left to do is to multiply and to get rid of the fraction. So 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 3 one time. They cancel. We can't cancel out anything here because we don't have anything in the denominator. They're just 1. So we're just going to multiply across the top. And here we have the 3's that are diagonal, so those cancel. So that leaves us with negative 2x plus 15 is equal to 7. So now this is so much easier to work with. Now we've gotten rid of our fractions. So now we just do simple arithmetic and we solve for x. So we see that we have negative 2x plus 15 is equal to 7. So we have to get x by itself. So in order to do that, we're going to subtract 15 from the left side of our equation. But what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. So we have negative 2x plus 15 minus 15 is equal to 7 minus 15. Okay. So now we have a negative 2x is equal to negative 8. And we know that in order to get x by itself, in this case, we're going to have to divide. To undo multiplication, we do division. So there's a negative 2x divided by 2x is equal to a negative 8 divided by a negative 2. So x is equal to 4. And we have x divided by 6 minus 1/2 is equal to x divided by 3. So we're going to find our LCD so that we can cancel and solve for x. We have 6, 2, and 3 in our denominators. And we're going to multiply that LCD by every term in our equation so that we can get x by itself. We have 6, 12, 18. We have 2, 4, 6, and we have 3, 6, and 9. So we see that 6 is our least common multiple, which is going to make it our LCD in our equation. So we're going to multiply 6 by each term in our equation. So we have 6 over 1 multiplied by x over 6 minus 6 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 2, which is equal to 6 over 1 multiplied by x over 3. So from here, we are going to cancel everything out. So our 6 cancels. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 6 2 times. So what we're going to do is we're going to write out what all we have left. We see that in our denominators, all we have ones all the way across. So we know that we've gotten rid of our fractions, and we're just going to focus on the numerator here. So we have x minus 3 is equal to 2x. So we have to get x by itself. So we're going to say x minus 3 minus x is equal to 2x minus x. So a negative 3 is equal to x. Okay, so we're going to try another problem. If you want to, you can pause the video here to see how well you understand the concept. If not, then we can go along together. We're going to solve the equation. We have x minus 3 divided by 2 is equal to 2x plus 4 divided by 5. So again, we're going to find our LCD between 5 and 2. So we have 5, 10, 15, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So we see that 10 is our LCD. And we're going to multiply 10 by each of our terms. Okay? And we're going to cancel. So we have 10 over 1 multiplied by x minus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 10 over 1 multiplied by 2x plus 4 divided by 5. Okay, so we see here that 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 10 5 times, 5 goes into 5 one time, 5 goes into 10 2 times. So we have what's left in our numerators because we see that we have 1 times 1 in the bottom, 1 times 1. So we've gotten rid of our fraction. So we have 5 times x minus 3 is equal to 2 times 2x plus 4. And from here, we're going to use our distributive property and we're going to multiply the number on the outside by everything that's on the inside of our parentheses. So here we have 5x minus 15 is equal to 4x plus 8. So in situations like these, I like to get x by itself first, and I like to keep x positive when possible so that I don't mess myself up with my signs. So we can say 5x minus 4x. Okay. And then that cancels, and this leaves us with x minus 15 is equal to 8. So then we're going to say, to get x by itself, we're going to add 15, and what we do to one side of the equation, we do to the other. So that's x minus 15 plus 15 is equal to 8 plus 15, and x is equal to 23. Okay, so here we're going to solve the equation by solving for x. So we have 2x divided by 3 plus 5x divided by 6 plus x divided by 4 is equal to 42. So right off the bat, I see that we have fractions. So I know that I'm going to need the LCD so that I can multiply the LCD by each term in the equation so that we can cancel to get rid of our fractions. So in our denominators, we have 3, 6, and 4. We're not going to put 42 in to find the LCD because we have to multiply the LCD also by 42 because it is a term. So what we multiply by one term when we have our LCD, we multiply by each term. So let's find the LCD of 3, 6, and 4. So multiples of 3 would be 3, 6, 9, and 12. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18. Multiples of 4, we have 4, 8, and 12. So we see that our least common of the 3 is 12. So we're going to multiply 12 by each term in this equation to solve for x. So we have 12 over 1 multiplied by 2x divided by 3. Bring down our addition sign. Multiplied by the LCD. Okay. And our next term, 5x over 6. Plus 12 over 1 multiplied by x over 4, which is equal to 12 over 1, also multiplied by our last term, 42. And I'm going to make 42 a fraction so that we can easily see how we need to multiply that later on. Okay, so now that we have our LCD multiplied by each term, now we can cancel. I see here that 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 6 goes into 6 one time. 6 goes into 12 2 times. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And here we see that we have 12 times 42, which is equal to 504. So here in our equation, we see that we have some things left over. Everything that we've canceled out, we see that in our denominators, we have 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1. So we have successfully gotten rid of our fractions. So now we're going to multiply everything out on our numerators to solve for x. So we have 4 that's left here. We're going to multiply that by 2x plus 2 multiplied by 5x plus 3 multiplied by x is equal to 504. So 4 times 2x gives us 8x plus 2 times 5x gives us 10x plus 3 times x gives us 3x is all equal to 504. So we have like terms, we have 8x plus 10x plus 3x, which gives us 21. X is equal to 504. So in order to solve for x, we have to get x by itself. So I'm going to rewrite this. We're going to divide by 21. And we have 504 divided by 21, because what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other side. So x is going to be equal to 504 divided by 21, which is equal to 24. So x is equal to 24.